97% will fail this rare British classic car quiz. For each car shown, see if you can name it before the multiple choice options appear. Score 5 points for each correct answer without hints, and 2 points if you need the options but still guess it right. Can you guess them all? Let's start. Round 1. Identify this car. A. 1961 Vauxhall Victor, B. 1960 Ford Anglia, C. 1967 Hillman Minx, or D. 1967 Austin A40. The answer is B. 1960 Ford Anglia. With its striking reverse-rake rear window, American-inspired fins, and modern overhead valve engine, it was unlike anything Ford UK had ever built, and the public loved it. From 1959 to 1968, over 1 million Anglias were sold, making it one of the best-selling cars of the era. It was the ultimate first car, driven by young families, driving instructors, and suburban commuters from Aberdeen to Penzance. It was immortalized as the flying car in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, a sky blue Anglia soaring over the Hogwarts Express. Round 2. A. 1969 Ford Escort, B. 1960 Austin 1100, C. 1966 Vauxhall Viva, or D. 1966 Hillman Hunter. The correct answer is A. 1969 Ford Escort. The Ford Escort Mark I made its debut in January 1968, stepping in to replace the aging Anglia, and it quickly became a hit. By 1969, it was already one of Britain's best-selling cars, thanks to its modern design, rear-wheel drive layout, and appealing new choices in body styles from saloon to estate, and even a practical van version. Are you nailing this quiz? Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's free and it helps me make more fun quizzes for you. Round 3. A. 1960 Morris Mini, B. 1963 Hillman Imp, C. 1963 Vauxhall Viva, or D. 1960 Austin Mini. The answer is D. 1960 Austin Mini. Sir Alec Isigonis revolutionized car design in 1959 when he introduced the Austin Mini and its sibling, the Morris Mini Minor, featuring a transverse engine and front-wheel drive layout that astonishingly devoted 80% of its tiny 10-foot body to passengers and luggage. The result was nimble, efficient and spacious, a pint-sized marvel that quickly captured hearts and reshaped how manufacturers approached compact cars. Round 4. A. 1963 Hillman Minx, B. 1962 Ford Cortina, C. 1961 Vauxhall Victor, or D. 1963 Ford Corsair. The correct answer is D. 1963 Ford Corsair. Launched with a Thunderbird-inspired bonnet that looked ready for takeoff, the Corsair stood out in a sea of British saloons. Marketed as a slightly more upmarket alternative to the Cortina, it sold around 310,000 units before being quietly retired in 1970. It was popular among middle-class professionals, company reps, and weekend tinkerers who fancied a bit of flash without the flashiness. Nicknamed the Thunderbird of Dagenham, it brought Detroit style to the British driveway. Round 5. Can you name this one? A. 1963 Hillman Imp, B. 1960 Mini Cooper, C. 1960 Morris Minor, or D. 1968 Austin A35. The answer is A. 1963 Hillman Imp. The Hillman Imp, Roots Group's bold little rival to the Mini, was launched in 1963 with a rear-mounted engine and clever fold-down rear seats. It was Britain's first mass-produced car with an aluminium engine and the first car built in Scotland. Over 440,000 Imps were sold, but teething troubles from rushed production left its reputation dented. Which classic do you think was the worst of the 1960s? Share your memories in the comments. Round 6. A. 1966 Ford Cortina, B. 1961 Morris Oxford, C. 1967 Vauxhall Victor, or D. 1966 Hillman Hunter. The correct answer is D. 1966 Hillman Hunter. Launched in 1966, the Hillman Hunter was designed under the codename Arrow. The Hunter was one of the most widely rebadged British cars of its era. Sold under at least 6 different marks, it wore names like Hillman Hunter in the UK, Singer Vogue and Gazelle, Humber Scepter, and later, Chrysler and Sunbeam, when Roots was swallowed by Chrysler Europe. The Hunter and its siblings sold over 450,000 units worldwide, including many under different badges. Did you know that the car was built under license in Iran, where it became the Paykan, the national car of Iran, and was produced from the late 1960s all the way until 2005? Round 7. Can you name this one? A. 1965 Ford Cortina, B. 1961 Vauxhall Victor, C. 1961 Morris Oxford, or D. 1961 Hillman Minx? The answer is A. 1965 Ford Cortina. By 1965, the Ford Cortina Mark I had cemented itself as the car of the people, the saloon that reshaped British motoring. Introduced in 1962, this angular, clean-cut machine was everything the market wanted. Affordable, roomy, and dead easy to fix. By the time the MK1 bowed out in late '66, Ford had sold over 1 million Cortinas, a staggering figure that made it the UK's best-selling car for several years. Also, check out our other quiz with the 1970s bestsellers. Round 8. A. 1962 BMC 1100, B. 1969 Austin 1300, C. 1963 Hillman Imp, or D. 1962 MG 1100. The correct answer is D. 1962 MG 1100. From the rear, it looked like a smart little saloon, but this was no ordinary runabout. The MG 1100 was Britain's first front-wheel drive MG, a bold move for a marque known for rear-driven roadsters. And despite its sensible shape, it had impressive handling thanks to its hydroelastic suspension. In fact, it was so well-balanced that some motoring journalists at the time claimed it handled better than many sports cars. Round 9. Can you name this one? A. 1961 Hillman Minx, B. 1961 Ford Consul, C. 1960 Vauxhall Victor F, or D. 1961 Morris Oxford. The answer is C. 1960 Vauxhall Victor F. The Vauxhall Victor F series, often called the FA, introduced in February 1957, was Vauxhall's bid to offer a modern, stylish and affordable family saloon, featuring American-inspired styling and a spacious estate variant added in 1958. It quickly became Britain's best-selling export, with over 390,000 units produced and strong sales not just in Canada and Australia, but also New Zealand, the Caribbean and Pontiac Buick showrooms in the USA. Round 10, final round. A. 1967 Ford Anglia 105e, B. 1963 Vauxhall Viva, C. 1967 Austin A40, or D. 1960 Triumph Herald. The correct answer is B. 1963 Vauxhall Viva. The Viva marked Vauxhall's triumphant return to the small car market in the early 1960s, a segment they'd largely abandoned since the Second World War, until the HA Viva rolled out in 1963, reintroducing them to the highly competitive rival terrain of the Ford Anglia and Morris Minor. With its lightweight handling, modern styling, and strong export appeal, particularly to Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, it quickly earned its place as a key player in Britain's compact car revival. If you liked this quiz, please give us a like and consider to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for playing, and click here for more challenging quizzes.